Yesterday's roundup told us that the majority of the mock draft industrial complex is projecting WR D.K Metcalf to the Redskins. A lot of people are assuming Washington either trades for Josh Rosen, or takes one after the first round. Otherwise, Case Keenum is the one throwing the ball to Metcalf. Todd McShay and Mel Kiper Jr. each came out with their version of a 3-round grade mock draft. Here is McShay's explanation. Below is my 3-round mock draft in which every team gets a grade. I play general manager for each team at each pick, from no. 1 to number 102. To be clear, I'm not projecting picks. This is what I see as the best selection for the team, but no trades allowed. It's how I would pick based on needs, value and availability. Each team's preferences don't matter here. McShay has been giving the Redskins WR Marquise Brown in most of his mocks this year. Now he has joined the rest of the crowd placing D.K. Metcalf in Washington. He has mentioned a QB this year, saying he would trade for Josh Rosen. The problem in this scenario is there are no trades, so no real impact to this draft for trading for a former first-round QB. If McShay's scenario plays out, you would likely say goodbye to his second-round pick, safety Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, who is a pretty damn good pick at this spot. McShay finishes out his version of a grade mock for the Redskins by giving them an offensive lineman and an outside linebacker in the 3rd round. This draft hits a lot of the Redskins' biggest needs at the top of the draft. Depending on how you feel about Metcalf's potential in the NFL, and the Redskins somehow getting Rosen without using one of their top 4 picks, this could be a pretty good draft for Washington. Round 1, 15, D.K. Metcalf, WR, Ole Miss round 2, 46, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, S, Florida round 3, 76, Chuma Edoga, OTG, USC round 3, 96, Joe Jackson, the, Miami, Florida. Let's begin by saying I'd trade for Josh Rosen. That opens up some opportunities, including taking Metcalf at no. 15. The tales of Metcalf's physicality, strength and speed are well documented at this point, and he'd fit in nicely on a team that has been hunting for a receiver for years. Gardner-Johnson could eventually be a starting safety, but I like him as a nickelback to begin his NFL career, incidentally filling a hole here for Washington. Edoga handles speed rushers well, and Jackson is disruptive as a pass rusher. Mel Kiper Jr. went in different direction for the Redskins. The Josh Rosen deal doesn't happen, or he's headed somewhere else like the Giants. Kiper gives the Redskins their QB of the future with a selection of Drew Lock. He points to Lock's experience in college and his arm strength. These are things that are going to appeal to head coach Jay Gruden as he looks for a signal caller that can contribute early. Gruden mentioned Lock as a QB who can provide that quality to his new team. Kiper continues his grade mock draft by giving Lock a pretty good target in WR D.K. Brown. Both players have visited the Redskins for official pre-draft visits and are on their radar if they try to fix the offense in a big way early. Kiper also gives the Redskins an OLB, going with Old Dominion's O'Shane Examines. Washington will definitely looking at the loaded edge draft to find a replacement for Preston Smith. The question is how long they are willing to wait to get their guy. Kiper rounds out his draft by giving Washington Drew Samia, a 6 feet 5 inches, 305 pounds guard from Oklahoma. Most people are looking at the 3rd round for a guard for the Redskins. There are definite questions about when a talent pool drops from potential day 1 starter to this guy needs some work. Round 1, 15, Drew Lock, QB, Missouri round 2, 46, A.J. Brown, WR, Mississippi round 3, 76, O'Shane Examines, the Old Dominion round 3, 96, Drew Samia, OG, Oklahoma. Lock has the edge over Kyler Murray and Dwayne Haskins in 2 areas, arm strength and sample size. Can sling it. He showed that over 50 career games at Mizzou, while Murray and Haskins were essentially one-year starters. Luck's biggest issue is accuracy, though, and he's far behind the other two top quarterbacks there. He completed just 56.9% of his passes over those 50 games. Now, he didn't have great talent around him, and he played in college football's toughest conference. NFL coaches see the talent there. That's why he might not make it out of the top 10 picks later this month. In Washington, Luck wouldn't be under pressure to start immediately, although I'd count on him getting a few starts. The Redskins can also add some day 2 receiving help with Brown, who had a much more productive college career than his former teammate DK Metcalf. X-Mines, who had 33 career sacks for the Monarchs, would likely play outside linebacker in Washington's 3-4 defense. Samia started 48 career games for the Sooners. 41%, 660 votes, 58%, 934 votes, 1594 votes total vote now.